Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning, V.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm not good. How about you?
You're not good?
Good. How about
You're
you?
good. Okay. I'm good too. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to share with you the screen, V. Would you like to ask me something?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions before we have to proceed with our lesson? Do you have any question,
Uh,
V?
yeah.
You don't have. Okay. Now, this time we are going to have time for our practice, right? With regards to the lessons that we had able to discuss last time, right? So we discuss about all the structures, okay? And then we're going to have practice now. So for our exercise number 1, we have to choose the correct answers in here. Okay, number 1, kindly read the sentence and answer. V, what do you think would be the correct be verb we can be able to use in here? Remember the be verbs, right? What are the be verbs? The be verbs are is, are.
Yes.
That would be for the present tense, right? If you're talking about the past tense, okay, we have to say was and were, right? Okay. Now, what do you think would be the correct be verb we can be able to supply in the sentence where blank his wife? So we're asking, what is the correct be verb? B, what do you think
Before,
would be the correct be verb that
uh,
we can be able to put in there?
be is.
Mhm. So that is, okay, is. Very good. So why is it is? Okay, why is it is?
Yeah. Because the subject is his.
Okay, because our subject is his. Very good. So we're talking only of one person. Okay, and it's a boy. So where is his wife? Next, what about number 2? Okay,
Number
so
two.
the base form of the verb is where. So what do you think we are going to use if we are going to use the base form of the verb where? So Jack blank suit today.
Yeah.
So what do you think would be the correct answer?
Uh, I.
Okay, what is that? So Jack is wearing, okay, is wearing suit
Yeah.
today. Okay, that's correct. Next, what about number 3? The base form is get. So the weather,
Uh, so
we're
great.
talking about weather. Okay, so the
It
weather
is getting.
is getting. Very good. So that's correct. Is getting. Okay, that's correct. Next, what about number 4? My kids.
My kids are.
Okay. So in here, it's are. Next, of course,
They are.
they are playing chess. Very good. So are playing chess. Okay, next. What about number 5? Look, the
Yeah.
train,
Between. Look between. E
hmm? Letter
is.
A
Yeah.
is letter A.
Yes.
Oh, look, the train. So we're talking only
Oh,
of one train. So that's
strength
going to
is
be, yes.
B.
Oh, So we have, okay, actually it could be B or D, right? But the correct answer in there is coming. Okay, so the train is coming because we're talking about only one train. Okay, do you have questions with this? Okay,
No.
let's proceed with the other one. Okay, so let's try to clear all of them. So let's proceed to exercise number 2 now. Now choose an adjective in the box, turn it into an adverb, and put it in the correct sentence. Okay, again, remember our lesson. Adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. Like, for example, angry, heavy, soft, clear, kind, strong, fast, loud, real, greedy, successful, terrible. These are all adjectives, right? So, what we can do is we are going to turn it into an adverb. So how are we going to do it? We just have to add only, okay, some of the adjectives, turning that or forming its adverb, we just have to add ly at the end, right? There are also some that we change the spelling. There are also some that we need to change. Like, for example, the word angry. So the word angry ends in Y. So if we are going to do this, to do its, to do its what? To do its adverb of that. So we can say angrily, right? V. So what we did was we changed the Y into I. Have you seen the presentation, V? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So angry becomes angrily. What about when we say heavy? So it becomes heavy,
Come. Have.
heavy,
Uh.
heavily,
Area.
right? So
Heavy.
what's the spelling of that now? Can you spell them? Can you spell that one, heavily? So I already put there H-E-A-V. Again, since the word heavily ends in Y, so we need to change that into I and add ly, right? So heavy becomes heavily. Right, B? Okay, next. What about when we say soft?
Darkly.
Okay, so it becomes softly. So we just had to add only ly. What about clear? What about
Clear.
clear? How to turn clear into adverb? B. Clear?
Clearly.
Yes, okay, clearly. Next, what about kind? Kind becomes
Become kindly.
kindly. Very good. Okay. Next, what about when we say strong? Strong?
Strong. Strongly.
Yes, so strongly. Next, what about when we say fast?
Fast. Fastly.
Okay, so it's fastly. What about when we say loud?
Loud. Cloudy.
It
Banyak.
becomes loudly. Next, what about real? Okay, real becomes
Become. become
Really.
really.
Yes, really. Next. What about when I say greedy? So greedy, again, the word greedy ends in Y. So what we are going to do is we have to change the Y into I and add ly. So that becomes greedily, right? Okay. Can you see that? Greedily. Next, what about when we say successful? Successful becomes V.
Uh, terribly.
Uh-huh. Successful becomes
Successfully.
successfully. Okay. Next, what about when I say terrible? So becomes terrib,
Yeah.
terrib.
Terribly.
Yes, terribly. Okay. So we have to change the E into Y. So that becomes terribly. Okay. Or we have to do terrible. Okay. But with the ly in it, not the le. Okay, V. So we already now turn the adjectives into adverbs. So all of the red one in here are all adverbs. All the black in here are all adjectives. Did you get it, V? So the red one, we call that one as adverb. So all of the red one are all adverbs. All the black one are all adjectives. Okay, now, according in here, we have to choose an adjective in here in the box and we have to turn into adverb and put it in the correct sentence. So, we have to choose the words from the red one. Okay, number 1, V. What do you think would be the correct answer? I blank disagree with your opinion.
I
I,
heavy.
mm-hmm.
Heavy.
No, I heavily disagree. No, it's not suited. It's not the correct one. So it should be I strongly. Okay? So it should be I strongly disagree with your opinion. Okay? So the word is strongly. Next. What about number 2? Sam answered me back. So Sam
Sam.
answered me back.
Nipa. Kind. Oh,
Hmm? Kindly.
fastly.
Huh?
Fastly.
Fastly. Mm-hmm. How do you answer back? It's just only um in some other instance we can also say it's what is one? Um what did you say? But we can also say that sometimes person might get angry, right? So we can also say that Sam answered me back angrily. Sam answered me back clearly. Sam answered me back kindly. Sam answered me back loudly. Or some other instance, we can also Sam answered me back fastly. Okay? So there are of a lot of adverb that we can be able to say, okay, or to answer that. Okay, number 1, first of that would be angrily, okay, or we can also say, okay, softly, okay, or there's another one. We can also say kindly. If you answered back, sometimes you answered back kindly, or aside from kindly, Okay, clearly. Okay, then aside from clearly, we can also say fastly. Okay, and another more, we can also say, okay, loudly. Okay, so there's a lot of adverb we can be able to answer this one. Okay, V, did you got now? Did you got the point now? Okay, so we have 2, 4, 6 adverbs that we can be able to put in here on how Sam answered back. Hello, V?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so did you got this one now? Okay, so it could be Sam answered me back angrily. Sam answered me back softly. Sam answered me back kindly. Sam
Oh,
answered me back clearly. Sam answered me back fastly. Or Sam answered me back loudly. It depends on the situation. If the person is angry, okay, angry, of course, we have to use angrily. If the person speaks or answered in a soft voice, so you have to say, Sam answered me back softly. Okay? If the person is answering you back kindly, okay, or clearly. Did you get it? B? Okay, next, number 3. Can you read sentence number 3?
Mercury, we can go out now because it's raining.
Raining. It's raining what?
Raining. Uh,
If we are talking about
heavily.
rain, huh?
Heavily.
Heavily, very good. Okay. So we have to use the word heavily. So we can't go out now because it's raining heavily. That's correct. What about number 4? Can you read number 4? Mark is a
Yeah.
blank great
Mark
painter.
is or
Is a
clearly.
clearly great painter. No. So Mark is a what? It
Mm,
starts with letter S.
is strong.
No, the other S.
Softly.
No, the other S.
Uh, Successfully.
Yes, successfully. Okay. So Mark
Yeah.
is a successfully. Oh, Mark is a successful rather. So sorry, we do not use. Sorry, excuse me. So we do not use in here
Yeah. So
the
sorry. Oh,
adverb. So
can
it's
I
just
drink the water?
yeah, okay. So you just have to
Okay,
go
thank
back
you.
fastly, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Okay, so let's go back in here. No, okay. I'm sorry, V, but we have to fill in this one with successfully. So why is it successfully? Because this one is an adjective. Okay, so great painter because it describes the word painter. So it's a great painter. So therefore, the word before a great painter must be an adverb. So the correct one in here is successfully, okay? Okay, next. What about number 5? Can you read and answer, V?
Yeah. Uh,
You mustn't,
you must speak.
yes,
Speak
you mustn't
loud.
speak
Loud.
loud. What's the correct answer?
Loud.
Loudly in
Loud.
a church, okay? So the adverb that we can be used in here is loudly because in a church, you are not allowed to speak loudly, right? Okay, next, number 6B. Read and answer. My father, okay, go. V, can you
My
read that?
father.
My father tends to read.
To my father.
Father
To read
tends to read
fast.
fastly, okay? We can use fastly. We can also use, aside from fastly, we can also use some other adverbs in there, like loudly, right? Okay? Because in reading, you can also read loudly, right, V? Okay? Then aside from that, You can also read clearly, right? So we can also use the word clearly. If you read the text or the story clearly. Did you understand now, V?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to clear this one now because we have to proceed to the next one. Okay, next. So it's the continuation of this activity. Okay. Again, remember our adverbs in here, huh? Angrily, heavily, softly, clearly, kindly, strongly, fastly, loudly, really, greedy, successfully, and terribly. Okay, number 7. Can you read and answer?
Uh,
Number 7, V.
I can't read your handwriting. You
Should
should
write
write more.
more. More. You should write more. Okay,
More.
because you cannot read. You cannot read the handwriting of that person. So you advise him that he should write more. More what? Okay. What he's going to do? He's going to write more
More.
clearly. Clearly. Okay. That's it. Next, number 8. Number 8, V. You ate the sandwiches.
Uh, you are
You ate the sandwiches.
ate the sandwiches.
How he how that person eats the
Terribly.
sandwiches. So
Terribly.
terribly. Okay? Terribly. Okay. And you must have been starving. Next, number 9. I'm
Am I am
yes, I'm
clean. No.
no, I'm
Angry.
huh? I'm angry,
Angry.
tired. Is that the word that we can be able to describe tired? I'm, it starts with letter R. I'm,
I am to- uh,
I
truly.
am really tired. I've been working for 10 hours. Okay, so the correct adverb is really. Next, what about number 10? Number 10, can you read number
Number
10,
10.
B?
The company activities
Achieved. Again, the company
achieved
achieved last year's objectives. The company achieved last year's objectives.
achieved
How they
loss
achieved their objectives last
objective
year. So they achieve it. Okay.
achieving
Yes, they achieve it. We will be disconnected after 10 minutes, so we should have to go back to, okay?
shortly.
Successfully. Okay. So how they achieve that? They achieve that successfully. Next, number 11. Nick whispered.
Refers
mm, Nick whispered.
Kylie
No.
of
How do you
the
whisper? Shh, you are whispering like that. You are not
Bradley.
talking. You are not talking too loud. So it's just only whispered.
Oh,
So you whispered. You're not talking too loud. If you are whispering, that means you are talking not too loud. So that is whispered. So what is that? Softly. Okay. So Nick whispered softly in my ear, I love you. Okay. Next, number 12. Can you
Number
read number
12.
12? The
The for
professor again.
professor
Yes, the professor requested,
requested greedily.
no,
Hmm?
not
Kylie?
greedily. Actually, when you say greedily, actually, if you are greedy, okay, that means you wanted um to eat everything, okay? You wanted to do everything. You wanted to what is one? To get everything. So that's greedy, greedily, okay?
Greedily.
So the professor requested, hmm, kindly, okay? So the professor requested kindly to switch off mobile phone. Now, you ate the sandwiches terribly. We can also use in here greedily, huh? Okay, we can also use that. So it's either you ate the sandwiches terribly, you must have been starving. So you ate the sandwiches greedily, so you must have been starving. Okay, B? So that is how we are going to put the proper adverbs, okay, in these particular sentences in here. So do you have any questions with this? Do you have questions, V, before we have to move on? Do you have
No.
questions? No more. Okay, I'm going to clear this time. We have to move on to the next slide. Okay. So we're done already with this lesson. So we are going to move on to our new lesson today, V. Okay. So I'm going to, oh, wait for a while. Okay, stop share and share this one. Okay. So this time, can you see the presentation, V? Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes. So this time, okay, wait for a while. Okay, just for a while. Okay, so this time we will be talking about health matters. Okay, V. After 5 minutes, we will be disconnected, so we just have to go back again. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
so health matters. Now, when we say health matters, what comes up to your mind, V? Health matters. What do you think is
Health
health
matter.
matters? That means it's all about our health. If you are healthy,
Mm.
right? Or if you are unhealthy. If you are a healthy individual or healthy child, so you must have a healthy body, right? That means you don't have any sickness at all because you have a healthy body. So in this particular lesson B, we will be knowing in here the terms about health matters, okay, which regards to our health. Okay, B? So what are the
Okay.
things that we should have to understand in here? So under the vocabulary, we will be studying about irregular verbs in the past tense. Okay? And we are going to use food, since we are studying about health matters. So, all about food, we are going to talk about food in the past tense. And in that particular past tense, we're going to study irregular verbs in the past tense. That means when we are talking about irregular verbs, we change the spelling. If we are going to change the of course the past tense of that, okay, from the base form of the verb, we change that to its past tense, okay. uh, Irregularly, that means we need to change the spelling of that, okay. And then for the grammar, let's describe the actions in the past, the structure because, and for the pronunciation, the sounds of this one. Okay, V? Okay, do you have
Okay.
any questions with this?
No.
No, before, okay, if you don't have any question, I'm going to share a video on how we are going to form the past tense of the verb. Okay, so I want you to watch this video. Okay, for a while. Okay, so let's watch this one. And I'm going to ask you some questions after, okay? Can you see the presentation? Can you see the video?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Let's watch this.
Through Educa Tune with teacher Aya. Like my students, are you also wondering how to tell stories that already happened in the past? Use the past tense of the verb. Verb is a word that describes an action, an occurrence, or a state of being. A verb can be regular or irregular. A regular verb forms its past tense by adding d or ed to its base form. Pushed, listened, asked, walked, cooked. If the verb ends with e, add d, like the words lived, received, conceived, faced, tasted. If the verb ends with the letter y, preceded by a consonant, omit the y, and add ied, as in cried, dried, carried, worried, tried, cried. Get your paper and write down the past tense of the verb below. What is the past?
Okay, what do you think is the past tense of the verb dance? Meaning it's in the past. But this one is under regular. We did this one already, V, right?
Dance.
Yes. So that
Yeah.
becomes dance. Can you type your answer on the chat, on the Skype chat? Okay. So dance would be the base form. And what do you think would be the past tense of that? Dance. Okay, how are you going to do that? Can you type that one B on the Skype chat? I already sent you a message.
Yeah.